Hi guys, it's Alyssa. Hi, it's Alyssa, and I am here to answer your questions. I am doing a little Q&A. A number of you, you say hello? Oh, okay. A number of you asked questions on Facebook and Instagram, so I am here to answer those. Also, this is Winston, and he's my puppy, and if you hear noises in the background, it's probably just Winston. Say hi! Do you work a job outside of music? So no, actually. The last job that I had outside of music, I was working at a daycare at my church in Memphis, and since then everything's been music related. I taught vocal lessons for a couple years and I really loved that. But since Hunter and I have moved, I've kind of been feeling the push to finally do my own music full time, whatever that looked like. So at first it was kind of scary, but God has just continued to open doors one at a time, and I'm just really excited for what's next. So I'll keep you guys updated. What is your favorite family tradition? So this is not really a family tradition, but something that I always look forward to. Most years we would go on a vacation as a family, and we would choose an amusement park to go to because we really like roller coasters. And so like I'm really big on family traditions during the holidays, Christmas and whatnot, but the first thing that came to my mind was my family. I was counting down the days to when we were gonna go on vacation as a family and, you know, scream our heads off on a roller coaster. What is your favorite song? Definitely Somewhere Over the Rainbow. What is your favorite song that you've written? So I think my favorite song that I've released is Trust, and just because it's really special to me, it's my first song, and when I'm down or when I'm confused or when I really just don't know what's going on in my life, I will play it and I will listen to it on repeat. So my favorite song that I've written of all time is Not Out Yet, but I'm excited for you guys to one day hear it, maybe. What is your biggest struggle on social media? So, good question. I tend to compare myself to others pretty easily, so I have to be really careful about that. Just knowing that Instagram, Facebook, it's a highlight reel, it's not real life. And along with that, another struggle of mine has been being real on social media, being vulnerable, and not just putting out everything that's perfect, but you know, the struggles that we go through every day. And I feel like that's always been really hard for me because I want to be positive, but at the same time, like, life's not always perfect. We have struggles, and that's okay, and we can share those with each other. So I would say that's a struggle. Lastly, I would say my biggest struggle is just letting it consume my time. Sometimes I'll be like, all right, I'm just gonna open TikTok, or I'm gonna open Instagram, and then 4 hours later it's like, oh shoot, I've been on Instagram for 4 hours. It's not healthy. Are you going to start posting on YouTube more? Yes. So I am planning on posting some more singing videos along with more vlogs. So if you're enjoying this whole vlogging thing, please let me know, and let me know what you'd like to see, whether it's more Q&As, a day in the life video, whatever it is, I will do it. What is your taste for more alternative genres like metal, jazz, fusion, punk, etc.? Another good question. So I grew up with a background that was pretty much completely CCM and mainstream pop. So I wasn't really, like, I just didn't really hear anything else besides that, and I also did theater growing up. But then I went to college, and I think going to college is really what introduced me to some of those cool genres, and one that really stood out to me while I was there was jazz, R&B, blues. So I never really used to enjoy those crunchy chords. I just didn't like them. And then when I heard them over and over and over again in theory and other classes, I started really enjoying it. What is your favorite color? So my favorite color to wear, I like to wear a lot of black, brown, white. I like a lot of neutral colors, but my favorite color of all time is purple. So like if I was to go out and buy like a toothbrush or a water bottle or a keychain, it's gonna be purple. What is something that you've learned through the recording process? I would say I've learned a lot, but the number one thing that really just stood out to me was to be confident in my songs and also to know who I am as an artist before I even think about releasing a song. What I mean by know who I am as an artist is just like, what do I want as far as my sound? What do I want my look to be? What do I want myself as an artist to look like and to be? To be completely honest, I've kind of done that part backwards a little bit, not on purpose. It just kind of happened that way. I started releasing songs when I was 19 and I had a lot of fun with it, and then through that I've learned kind of, okay, I like this sound, or you know, I don't think this sound is really for me. And I've learned that through my own songs. So even though it was kind of a backwards process, I'm really thankful that I had that hands-on experience to learn, I guess, what to do and what not to do. If you could learn any instrument, what would it be? The oboe. What are you doing? Oh, you cuddly? Good boy. Yeah? Are you being shy? Do you want to say hi to the camera? Do you have a mission statement? What is your ultimate goal with your music? So I don't really have an official mission statement, but I would say my ultimate goal is to share Jesus through my music, whether it's through my writing or whether it's through performances or whatever that might be. One of the biggest things I've learned over this past year is that secular music can be a great way to connect with other people and to listen, and also to get out of the Christian bubble that I can easily get stuck in. Ultimately, my goal is to glorify God, whether that's singing at a church or singing on a huge stage or singing at a local retirement center. I believe that God can use all of that for His glory if we're willing to follow. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? So I feel like that's one of those questions that in 10 years from now, I'm gonna look back at this video and all of the answers to these questions are gonna be wrong. But as far as family, I would say Hunter and I love kids. So in the next few years, not yet, but we'd love to have some kiddos, and we both also have a big heart for adoption as well. Oh my gosh, I would love to raise like chickens and have a little baby farm, a little cow, and some pygmy goats. And to be honest, do I actually see this happening in the future? Probably not, but we can only hope. So I also have this dream to be really athletic, and I feel like if I'm not athletic now, how am I gonna be athletic in 10 years? But it can happen, guys. And I'm afraid of any sport that has a ball, but I've recently discovered that doesn't mean that I can't run. I can run. I could go rock climbing. The possibilities are endless. As far as music, I would love to just keep doing what I'm doing, but hopefully at a more professional level, touring more often, but still serving in small ways. When are you going to release that song about me? Uncle Aaron, that 30-second song I put on Facebook about you 4 years ago is not going to be released. What are your biggest musical influences? So even more than any type of music or anything, I look up to amazing female power vocals. So I love Whitney Houston, Celine Dion, Jennifer Hudson, Alicia Keys, Adele. I love them. They're my inspiration. So I'm gonna do a couple of these questions together. What kinds of things inspire you to write songs, and how long does it usually take you? Have you tried any contemplative prayer techniques, and if so, has it informed your songwriting? So as far as what I'm inspired by, I usually like to start with thinking of a title or a word or something that's been on my mind, on my heart, and a lot of times that is through prayer. So as far as how long a song takes to write for me, it takes as long as it takes. Sometimes it takes months, years, and sometimes I'll be writing and it takes a day. I know if I write a song with Ben, it takes a day, but some of my personal songs that I've been working on for months. So about prayer technique and songwriting, I like to think of my prayer as a conversation between me and God, and part of any two-way conversation is listening as well. Which I am not the best listener, but one day when I was about 14 or 15, I was praying, and I think I was cleaning my room, and Proverbs 3:5-6 came to my head, and then this melody would just not leave my mind. I will trust in you with all of my heart and lean not on my own understanding. And it would just not leave my mind, and it was at a time when I was particularly having trouble trusting God. I had no intentions of recording it at that time, but I think I saved it on my phone and it just kind of stuck with me, and it eventually came a song. And I know it's one of those songs that's like, that's not that original, it's just a Bible verse, but to me it was so special and it still is. So that was all of the questions, and I had a lot of fun answering them. And if you have any more questions at all, feel free to drop them below and I will do my best to answer them. And I hope that you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you for watching. So there were a couple questions that were asked that I forgot to put in this video. You know how like Facebook only shows you some of the comments sometimes? Like you have to click on it and see all comments, not just relevant comments, whatever the heck that means. So, okay, the first question that I didn't answer was, what do you miss the most about New York besides family and friends? So I would say there's not actually a lot that I miss in New York besides family and friends. I do miss the falls there though. Like fall is so beautiful in New York, and I never noticed until I was not in New York anymore. So I definitely miss that. I also miss the snow like a little bit. Just a little bit though. Like it's nice around Christmas time, and then the rest of the year I don't want it. Okay, the other question was, are you an early bird or a night owl? And I would say I'm definitely neither one of those. I like to sleep a lot. But like if I was to choose, if I could be one of those, it would be an early bird. Yeah. And if you made it to the end of this video, thank you guys so much for following along. This was fun. And please don't forget to subscribe, like, share if you want. And thank you so much. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.